There's a YouTube channel in the history niche that, with just 63 videos, has already reached 28,000 subscribers. That alone shows how much potential this niche has. History is always a green niche. People are constantly searching for it and love watching historical videos and documentaries. But here's the question: in such a competitive space, how can you succeed? Today, thanks to AI, creating content has become much easier. In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine your own creativity with AI tools to build a professional history channel, from finding ideas and designing thumbnails to tips that will help your channel grow. These strategies will help your videos get more views and increase audience engagement, so make sure you stick with me until the very end. By the way, all the prompts I use in this tutorial are included in a single doc file in the description, so you can easily use them yourself. Before we dive into the tutorial, let's watch a short sample of the video we're going to create, so you can get a feel for the concept and style.
One night in the winter of 373 BC, the earth itself decided to erase a city. Not slowly, not with the patient cruelty of centuries, but in a single, convulsive breath. When the sun rose the next morning, the prosperous Greek city of Helike, mother city of the Achaean League, holy seat of Poseidon Heliconios, simply no longer existed. Where 10,000 souls had walked only hours before, there was
Finding a title. One of the key secrets to succeeding in the history niche is to focus on topics that few people have covered or that no one has explored at all. These underrepresented topics can make your videos truly stand out. Another important tip is to narrow your focus to a specific area. For example, you could create content exclusively about the history of a single country, like the United States. I've made this idea finding process easier for you. All you need to do is open the doc file, copy the title prompt, and paste it into Grok. Hit enter, and Grok will instantly generate 10 compelling ideas in 2 different styles that you can make videos from. If none of the ideas click, just ask Grok again, and it will create a fresh new list for you. The best part? You can customize this prompt to match your specific niche, helping you discover even more unique topics and high-quality ideas. Writing the script. A historical video script should be written in a way that makes viewers feel like they're actually walking through history. That means paying close attention to details, the atmosphere of the time, and how events unfold. Your script should be both engaging and informative, keeping your audience hooked from start to finish. I highly recommend studying successful channels in this niche and drawing inspiration from professional documentaries and examples. I've tested all these steps myself and made it simpler for you. Open the doc file, copy the script prompt, and paste it into Grok. At the beginning of the prompt, there is a designated space to enter your chosen title. For example, I copied idea number 3 into that section, and then hit enter. Grok instantly starts generating the script. Because historical videos often require longer scripts, this prompt is designed to pause when it hits a text limit. All you have to do is type next part, and it will continue right from where it left off. Using this method, you can easily create full scripts for videos that are over an hour long. Just remember, always read and edit the scripts yourself, and make sure you have enough knowledge about the topic you're covering so the story feels authentic and professional. Now we move on to creating the voiceover. If you have a strong, engaging voice, or even if it's not perfectly suited for historical narration, I still recommend prioritizing recording your own voice, because nothing captures the real emotion like a human voice. That said, if you prefer not to or don't have the setup, you can use AI tools. I always try to introduce a few different tools in each tutorial. To create the voiceover, simply go to Google and search for Love Voice AI. Then click the first reliable link. Log in using your Google account. On your first visit, the tool gives you 10,000 free credits to generate audio. Next, go back to Grok and copy the portion of the script you wrote. Then paste it into the designated field. Tidy up the text a bit to ensure a cleaner output. Set the language to English, United States. Here you can listen to different voice samples and choose the one that best fits the tone of your video. I personally select Christopher because his tone and narration style suit historical storytelling perfectly. Finally, click Generate Audio and wait a few seconds for the output. Once it's ready, you can easily download the voiceover file, and it's ready to use in your project. Creating the images. Now we get to the exciting part. creating the images. Before we start, here's an important tip. To make your output even more engaging, you can experiment with combining images and short video clips. This approach gives your content a more lively, cinematic feel. But for this tutorial, like the sample channel, we'll focus solely on images. To get started, open the doc file, copy the image prompt instruction, and paste it into Grok. Then hit enter. Grok will immediately start generating ready-to-use prompts for creating images. At first, it might seem like there aren't many prompts, but here's the trick. You can always take a section of your script and give it to Grok, and it will generate more detailed, specialized prompts tailored to your text. For example, I copy the same section of the script I used for creating the voiceover, paste it into Grok again, and type generate 15 image prompts for this section. Within seconds, Grok delivers a complete list of professional, precise prompts perfectly aligned with the script. Next, head over to ImageFX. Search for it on Google, open the site, and paste the prompt generated by Grok. Click Create, and wait a few moments. The images are generated exactly according to your script, fitting the historical narrative and video style perfectly. You can repeat this process for every part of your script. For each chapter, scene, or segment, you can create a full set of professional images and, if needed, later turn them into video sequences. Now we've reached the editing stage. Before we dive into editing, let's create the video thumbnail first. I've prepared a prompt in the doc file, just copy it and paste it into Grok. Grok will generate a professional thumbnail prompt. Take that prompt, copy it, and go to Leonardo AI. Set the size to YouTube, choose the Lucid Origin model, and hit generate. Within a few moments, you'll have professional thumbnails ready. All that's left is to add your desired text onto the image. Now, let's move on to editing. I'm using the desktop version of CapCut. Click Create Project, then go to Import and bring in all your images and the audio file. Start by placing your audio on the timeline. If there are long pauses, remove them carefully, but make sure not to affect the main audio. Once the pauses are removed, select the entire audio, right-click, and choose Create Compound Clip. This will make your audio smooth and seamless. Next, it's time to add images to the timeline. You have two options. Either place one image for a roughly 30-second segment or add an image for each sentence to keep it closely synced with the narration. Here, I'm just explaining the process, so don't worry if the timing isn't perfect. You're learning the workflow. Now let's talk effects. I use the old rom-com effect to give the images a historical feel, applying it throughout the video. To make the edges more dynamic and give the video a professional look, I also use the wobbly black effect. Then, to make the image movement more cinematic, add keyframes. Click the first image, place a keyframe at the beginning, and slightly increase the scale. Move the timeline slider to the end of that same image and slightly reduce the zoom. This creates a smooth, cinematic motion. Repeat this for all the images. Next are transitions. Choose a smooth transition like black fade and apply it to all images to make scene changes flow more naturally. Now for subtitles. Go to the text section, click Auto Caption, and hit Generate. Depending on the video length, this may take a moment, but in the end, all subtitles will be created. Make sure to review the text and correct any typos. You can also explore different templates to make your subtitles look more stylish. Finally, add the background music. Go to YouTube Audio Library and search for History. Browse through the tracks and pick the one that best fits the vibe of your video. Download it, import it into CapCut, trim any extra parts, and lower the volume slightly so it doesn't interfere with your main narration. And that's it. Your video is ready, and you can export it in full quality. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you enjoyed it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I'll see you soon with a new idea.
One night in the winter of 373 BC, the earth itself decided to erase a city. Not slowly, not with the patient cruelty of centuries, but in a single, convulsive breath. When the sun rose the next morning, the prosperous Greek city of Helike, mother city of the Achaean League, holy seat of Poseidon Heliconios, simply no longer existed. Where 10,000 souls had walked only hours before, there was now only the flat, indifferent mirror of the Gulf of Corinth. The Greek historian Pausanias, writing 5 centuries later, stood on the shore and saw nothing but sea. He was told that on calm days fishermen could still glimpse the bronze statue of Poseidon standing upright in the depths, his trident raised as though the god himself had been caught mid-gesture when the world ended. Divers, Pausanias recorded, sometimes snagged their nets on the submerged rooftops of marble temples and colonnades that no human hand had touched since the night the city died. This is the story of Helike, Greece's own Atlantis, a catastrophe so complete that it became legend within a single generation, and a warning to every Greek city that worshipped the Earthshaker. No wall is high enough, no prayer loud enough, when Poseidon chooses to remember he is also the god who tears the land apart.